again. And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Pratt. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. He's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old. and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He may go.
Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. In motion left goes Watson.
Throwing on 1st down. Pratt dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Caught on the right side, Reed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Pratt.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Now Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 205 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jacobs going to try the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called this number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Pratt. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Looking to throw. Pratt. Out to the left here to Reed. And it's
It's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 4.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got one turnover because we're going to score, and this game's over.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On third down, Pratt. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Jayden Reed.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's how it's done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
It's caught inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, here's Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions have recovered. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He hits his target, left side, Watson.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down, Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
We'll take that, thank you.
This is first and 10.
All right. Control the clock here. And the defense is asleep.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Green Bay, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
tripping, this is easy, easy.